This is Barry Selby once again. This is Messages from the Masculine, number 32. Getting quite a number under my belt. In case you haven't been tracking this, I actually started a 30-day challenge last week. So I'm doing 30 in a row, one every day. And because I did this weekend, I'm doing them every day of the week as well, not just Monday through Friday. So topics have been interesting to discuss and discover, so I'll get to that in a second. But if you're just coming to watch this for the first time on Facebook Live, great. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching the replay. Feel free to comment below, share it out, etc., etc. My name is Barry Selby, known as the Love Doctor. I'm a best-selling author, speaker, and coach, and help most of my clients who are women. I should say help women who are most of my clients. Let's say that way around. Attract the love they want. And so a lot of things come up in the experience of working with them and with doing my research and learning and interactions with friends that inform my ability to teach and share with you. So today's topic is let men hunt. And if you watched, I should say, hint, go watch yesterday's Facebook Live, which was basically called, dating apps are not built for women, because they're not. And so I want to give you the inverse, but let me recap that slightly for those of you who haven't watched it yet. And if you do want to go watch it, I highly invite you to, because of course I'm sharing my own tips. Dating apps are designed for men. And this is the other piece I didn't talk about. Did I talk about this yesterday? I don't think I did. But yes, let's say it this way. Dating apps are built for men, meaning that they are in a very, really limited way of saying it, they're kind of a shooting gallery. The dating app set up profiles and pictures of women for men to watch. Yes, it works the other way around, but I explained yesterday why it doesn't work. But let me say it first from the masculine point of view, then I'll fill in for you ladies the other side too. For men, it's like a shooting gallery. We get to look through the pictures in the app, scanning, swiping left and right, going that's the one, that's not the one, etc., etc., based upon very limited data. A few words, a few pictures, if you're lucky, and then you go tap, that's the one you want, or swipe, that's the one you want. For men, that works because we are hunters. So we basically have the long view of being able to see in a very narrow, what's the word looking for? Long range focus, let's put it that way. Women, however, you ladies, first of all, it's biological, but also inherent in the way you work, have a generally wider view peripherally, so you can see more things to the side. And so the dating app puts you into a narrow focus because you're looking at one picture at a time. Now, if they were putting it together perhaps in a map of thousands of pictures, you could work more effectively, but I'm not going to promote that either. But the dating apps, as I mentioned yesterday, are designed for hunting, and that's a masculine practice. And I'll get to explaining what they can benefit you in a moment. But in the dating app arena, just to finish up from yesterday, that was number 31, in case you're tracking which Facebook Live that was. There was ideally someone's putting forward that was really speaking to this point that for you ladies out there, it puts you into the male mindset, which means that any man you meet, you're basically going to be competing with him. As in you're attracting him, he's attracting you, it's like who goes first, and it takes his power away. What I mean by letting men hunt, which is the piece that I didn't talk about yesterday, because I'm realizing it does fit together, is yes, the dating apps is part of the picture, but also when it's out in the world, and this is why I speak to this experiential part, when you're out in the world. Sorry, I'm thinking 4 parts at once here, so I'm just putting into sequence so you can understand where I'm going with this. It's really up to the man to let you know he's interested in you. But being a man, speaking from that place, it kind of sucks. Because having had plenty of rejection over my life, as many men have, we're sometimes gun shy about approaching these women to say hi to you and say we're interested, because we've been burnt so many times. The challenge is that if we put you in the place where you hunt, as in you come after us, we become the beta, we become the passive partner, which is not where our strength is and also not what you want anyway. You want a strong man who's in leadership, I trust. Of course, there are relationships that do work the other way around, so I'm not going to say it's the only way, but it's the majority of the way. So, for you ladies, and I've said this before in another broadcast, I forget when it was, about dropping a handkerchief, which is an olden model from 100 years ago. And certainly happened in Victorian times in England, it happened in America as well, where when a lady saw a man who was interested in her, or should say that she was interested in as well, she would drop a handkerchief in front of him with the intention, or she said the idea, that he would catch that, pick it up and give it back to her, which would open the conversation. So she was actually making herself more available to be hunted in the sense of being approached, being courted, being dated, and not doing the hunting herself, even though she initiated, even though she started this conversation. So when I say let men hunt, it, one, puts you in your feminine, and two, puts us in our masculine. And in the dating app arena particularly, as I mentioned yesterday, when women adopt that process and adopt that format to go into dating apps to go find a man, they're hunting him. And if they choose him, initially it can be, wow, the guy feels really cool, and I've had the experience, so I know what it feels like. And to have the recognition that as soon as that happens, you must, for the sake of your romantic and attractive experience, give him the space and give him the invitation and make it happen in a way. Have him lead, have him hunt you back. So you can drop the hint, the handkerchief of going, oh, I like you. But then it's up to him to do the rest of the work. Sorry guys, I'm bursting a bubble here for the men who want to be lazy and have women approach them. Having been the experience of the receiving end of women who've asked me out, and it's happened at least once, I can definitely document, the experience is very euphoric and very inspiring, but then I got very lazy. I'm honest about this. I didn't take charge because, she, to be honest, she didn't let me. She kept instigating. The passion, the kissing, largely came from her, which for me was great at the time, but it took me out of my power and it put me in a very passive mode. And not blaming her, I chose that. I know when I didn't do my work. I know I didn't step up. I know I didn't become the man that she really wanted. She told me that when we broke up. So I know that. But I recognize also, looking back, that for other men out there, maybe they can get this understanding for themselves, for yourselves and for the ladies watching as well, that letting men hunt really is an encouragement versus a, yeah, let them do it. In the business world, and I'll share this in other broadcasts, women have been trained, have been endorsed to act like men to succeed, particularly in the entrepreneurial market. And there's another topic that I'm not going to put in here, I'll put it in tomorrow, but the truth is, for a lot of women out there, you've been raised in the business world and in the environment of life, and especially in entrepreneurship, to be like men to succeed, because the world is structured that way for business. And I'm feeling it, and I'm hoping for this to change. In fact, I'm part of the vanguard, as it were, to help shift that energy so that women can be in the feminine in business, because that's going to save business world and maybe the physical world too. Anyway, that's like 4 other topics I'm not putting in this conversation. When we hunt as men, it puts us in our strength, it puts us in our masculine. I should say it reverts us to our masculine in a good way. For you ladies out there, if you're looking for a relationship, be the invitational energy that attracts that. But it also means that just because a man's hunting doesn't mean you want him. Because the power you have of being able to attract that man, or should say the man you want, means you can also put out the energy to not attract all the other ones you don't want. So just because the man's hunting doesn't mean he gets you. It's a two-way street. Let's be clear about that. So to break this down, or I should say to wrap this up in a way, because I want to put this together as the final point, to letting men hunt means that your power, your service, your gift as a woman is to allow a man to shine in his brightest, to respect him there, and to invite him to own that space, because when he does that, he becomes the best man you can have in a relationship. I'm just pausing because I'm watching if anything's coming through more than what I just said. Let me just check the time. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. This is happening every day. So that's the summary, really, what it's about. My broadcasts usually are 10 minutes long. It seems to be the theme lately of my broadcasts. I'm doing Facebook Lives every day. They're going onto YouTube if you're watching it there. And this one basically was a simple reminder to let men hunt. So if you have any questions, there's going to be links below, and feel free to message me on Facebook if you want the help and assistance in this area about attracting the love you want. Watch my other broadcasts. There's plenty of them to choose from now. This is number 32, and they're coming out every day now. So there's plenty to go through. So with that said, ladies, when you do the hunting, you're taking the power away from the men. Let men hunt. I think that sums it up. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow. And check the links out below if you're interested. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.